Hey Taurus, welcome to my channel. This is Venus Baby Tarot, and I'm here to give you your weekend message. So let's see what's going on for Taurus this weekend, Spirit. I hope you're all doing well, and thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate your energy. Let's see, here we go. Choose your words carefully. Interesting. I feel like this is how you're speaking things into the universe, honestly. Imagination clouds your judgment. Let's get one more. And bright new prospects are on the horizon. So I feel like, and y'all never mind my nails right now, I'm giving them a break from nail polish, okay? I just need a little break. So, okay. So I feel like I kind of get the sense that like, the imagination, like, I feel like you could get in your head and maybe worry about things, project negative narratives onto your current situation. And they're trying to tell you, like, Spirit is trying to tell you, like, to choose your words carefully and how you're speaking about things to the universe. Because I feel like you have bright new prospects here on the horizon. And I feel like things with the serendipity, things are going to be falling into place. Oh, I should move these down. Things are going to be falling into place. But like I said, it's like, you know, you're needing to choose your words carefully because you don't want to put any unnecessary negative overtones on a situation. Now, additionally, I feel like with this, I'm looking over here at this Ankh symbol, and I feel like this has to do with your life. Like, you look, poverty almost came out. Look at this. See? And this is coming from poverty consciousness here. When it comes to your life, excuse me, when it comes to your life, and how you talk about your life, how you talk about things that are happening. It's basically like, you know, when you're focusing all your attention on the bills that need to be paid instead of focusing your attention on the money that's coming in. It's that kind of energy, you know, and that's what you're needing to do. And I feel like, you know, part of your imagination comes from being very worried about things, being overly concerned about things, you know. And like, you have privileged lady with despair right here as well. We're gonna do it like this. And see, and that's what I'm talking about. I feel like, Taurus, there's something that you're really worried about. Let me check the cards. There's something that you're really worried about at this time in your life. And I kind of get the sense here with this energy. I feel like they're telling you, like, you're unnecessarily worrying. You're allowing yourself to slip into a pit of despair and, you know, kind of poverty consciousness mindset. And instead of into the wealthy mindset, the privileged mindset. And these are false narratives. I'm taking this false person. I mean, it can be somebody maybe that you can't trust, but I mean, it is a false narrative is what I'm seeing. Okay. And so I feel like they want you to, look, put an end. This coffin, you need to put an end to this mindset, to this way of thinking. I feel like you're imagining the worst case scenario. You're not focusing on the best case scenario. And I feel like the best case scenario for you is in believing that you are wealthy, believing that you are privileged, believing that bright new things are on the horizon, believing that good things are happening to you. And I don't feel like imagining good things happening for you is a bad thing. You know, the only time that I feel like it can be like imagination clouds your judgment can be an issue is when you have rose-colored glasses on when it comes to a person and you are overlooking all their red flags and negative characteristics. But I mean, I feel like in terms of just like your life, because I'm looking over here at this Ankh symbol, like your life as a whole, there's nothing wrong with like focusing on success and fulfillment and wealthiness and healthiness in your life, coming into your life, attracting that into your life. Like, honestly, I feel like a major perspective shift is happening within you. The full moon was just in Taurus's 12th house. So, I mean, this could be wrapping up. This could have been very prevalent in your mind right now. Like, you've been really, it's been kind of flooding your thoughts and your words, like this sort of poverty consciousness, like this. Why do things keep happening like this? Like, what, why does the universe hate me? That kind of energy. And it's really sort of been coming to the surface from your subconscious. Even if this is something you feel like you've overcome, like this has been coming into your awareness from your subconsciousness to tell you that there's still some residual things that you've needed to work through, and that is reframing your mindset and stop telling yourself these false narratives. Because realistically, when you think about it, like think about those situations that you hear about and read about where like the doctors told somebody they had 6 months to live, and then that person goes on to live like years and years, decades later, you know what I mean? And if that person took what was told to them at face value and spoke those words into the universe and truly believed it and truly believed that that's what was going to happen, they would have sunk into despair and believed that was their fate, right? Versus if that person focuses more on, no, I don't believe that. Like, I believe that I'm going to get better and that I'm wealthy, I'm healthy, I'm going to, and wealth comes in all forms, right? That I am going to get better and things are going to continue to move forward. I have bright new prospects on the horizon. I have things to look forward to in life, right? And you can apply that to all different types of situations in your life, And so instead of looking at your current situation as like the end all be all, like this is it, like, stick a fork in me, I'm done. You can look forward and say, no, I know that better things are coming into me. They're not just coming, they are already on their way to me. You can tell I love me some Abraham Hicks. This is expecting the universe to provide, to come through. And that's the thing too, is that sometimes I feel like the reason why people really struggle with that is because they've been let down so many times. And because they've been let down so many times in life, they slip into this despair. And I feel like, you having faith in the universe actually following through is something that you are needing to shift into, Taurus. So I've been really called to use these Dreams of Gaia cards lately. I seriously haven't used them in years, but for some reason they just keep calling to me. It's weird how cards do, or decks do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. What messages do you have for Taurus for the weekend, please, Spirit? You have the Seven of Pentacles. I love the Seven of Pentacles because, like, this person looks to be so at peace, so rooted, so grounded, surrounded by, all different energies and elements here, being really in alignment, really growing, flourishing, blossoming. Look, there's it looks like all the seasons are even here, like the winter, the barren trees, the fog back there, and then there's even some like when the leaves start to turn yellow and fall, and it's like spring, summer, fall right here with the winter in the background. So I feel like this is telling you that like seasons come and go, and this could have been a season in your life, right? A season in your life where you were feeling feeling left out, feeling like things just didn't work out. And it really did create a false narrative within you, and this false person, like I said, people in your past or situations in your past, like they may have presented to be something that was, you know, a dream come true, a fantasy even, and totally disappointed you, right? And so it really could have perpetuated this belief that that's the way that things continue to go, right? And that's why you're supposed to be watching your words carefully, because I feel like you are not supposed to continue to perpetuate this narrative. This was a season in your life. It was just a season, and now you're in a new season. You're in a new season, okay? Remember this. You are in a new season. Let's see what else Spirit has for Taurus, please. Okay, you have the King of Cups. You have Thought. I love this Thought card because it's seriously like just the balance of the lighter and darker energies, the shadow and the light, you know, it's the balance. Look at that. And then body and mind, more balancing energy. Like I feel, and you see how this tree person is like meditating and getting in alignment. It's very much like body mind union, okay? And that's what I'm seeing here. It's like you are aligning your mind and your body with the same sort of energy, the same thought processes, the same grounding, being here in the moment, being fully present, not worrying about the past. You see how this looks very past? Like this the way that these things happened. It wasn't fun, you know, it wasn't fulfilling, you know, you can't be too much in the past. And if you're way too much in the future, then you're missing out on what's happening right here, right now, like what you have to be grateful for. Doesn't mean you can't look forward to the future. It just means that you don't need to be too much in the future because you can shift into worry, right? And, you know, like, and really start to ask yourself, or say to yourself, I really don't know how I'm ever going to get there because of this. This is why you don't need to be too much in the future. What you can do is be fully present, align your body and your mind, and believe serendipitously that this energy, this privileged lady and this wealthy man energy are going to come into your life, okay? Now, you could be actually attracting a privileged lady or a privileged feminine, you know, somebody who has, you know, money or a, you know, wealthy masculine, okay? But like serendipitously, you meet this person. Additionally, you could be one of these energies. You know, you could be a privileged feminine or a wealthy masculine. And, you know, you are totally in alignment with each other. But right now, I feel like you're being told to really focus on your thoughts and ground yourself, you know, really align yourself here in the present moment and reframe the way that you're thinking about your future, and reframe the way you're thinking about your present as well, you know, like the past is over. It was a season in your life, and that does not mean that it is going to continue, you know, it does not mean that just because that's the way that it was in the past, that it's going to perpetuate in your life just like that, okay? That is the way that you're thinking about it. That is the way that you're speaking about it. And it is time to reframe it because it is a false narrative that you tell yourself. This King of Cups here is also emotional balance, right? There could be a, you know, a Scorpio or a King of Cups energy, a masculine water sign that has come into your life, and you could be worried because of the way that things have unfolded in the past. And you're like, oh, I don't know. I don't know, because this is what happened. I was in despair in the past, right? But I feel like, you know, this Ace of Wands energy, this is fresh, new life. This is a new spark. This is new energy. This is fire. This is passion. This is drive. This is motivation, right? This is just intensity even, you know? And I feel like this is just new, fresh energy that helps you feel more alive, takes you out of this despair and this poverty consciousness, right? And I'm looking at this spider, you know, a spider, like, I'm getting like web of protection, like you are protected in your life. And I'm also getting the sense that with the self and the counselor, like there is somebody in your life who has really helped you to evolve, helped you to come more into yourself, who has helped you sort of see these narratives, right? And helped you to reframe these narratives. And I feel like this person's energy or voice is in your mind that is, you know, consistently trying to help you through this process, whether they're living or passed on. But see, with this 9 of Swords on the bottom of the deck, I love this 9 of Swords because I was looking at it, excuse me, last night. Oh, and Ace of Swords is underneath that. Oh my gosh, I love this. I was looking at it last night, and it just looks like downloads, like spiritual evolution. It looks like regeneration. It looks like reverberating new energy, new life, right? And there's just lots of insight, right? And typically the 9 of Swords looks very stressed out. But I think like the softer side or the lighter side or the more positive side of the 9 of Swords is that these things are flooding into our consciousness, into our mind to help us reframe them and evolve past them. That's why it's often referred to as the Dark Night of the Soul card, because it is like that sort of breaking point before you spiritually evolve, right? And do you see the evolution here in these cards at the top row? There's evolution that's happening within your consciousness, the way that you think and the way that you speak about things in your life. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Like, I can't even begin to tell you just the way that I feel from the energy of these cards. And I just noticed over here, it's like you're cooking up something new in your life. You're creating something new. You are being given like new ideas. And, oh, wow, there you are, Taurus. It's the Empress. Let me make sure they're, okay. You're being given new ideas for expansion, for abundance, opportunity in your life. New ways to make money there with the Pentacle. And there's the 7 of Swords that came out in the last reading for Taurus. And it was really interesting because the Empress came out in reverse over that 7 of Swords. And I remember telling you, I was like, Taurus, why are you trying to block yourself from the Empress energy? The Empress, like, she just knows that, like, she's going to plant a seed and it's going to grow. Like, it's going to be bountiful. Like, she just knows that, right? Like, she's not, I don't feel like the Empress reversed is worried about this despair and things not working out. The Empress upright is like, no, I truly believe that, you know, I'm going to plant this seed and it's going to grow and it's going to flourish and it's going to bring me, you know, incredible amounts of bounty. And I just know it. I just know it, right? And I feel like the 7 of Swords is here to really show you the lies that you've told yourself. You know, they're coming into your consciousness, like the lies that you've told yourself around abundance, you know. And with the Judgment card, you are reaching new heights in your awareness and your consciousness. Like, you are seeing beyond the lies that you have been telling yourself. The Magician was on the bottom of the deck, and it could have been about your manifestations. Like, you know, I feel like additionally, I mean, okay, so like, say for instance, like you focus on manifesting and you're like, gosh, my manifestations, they never come true, right? And maybe they've been really delayed in the past, you know, maybe they really have been, and you've just been like, why isn't it coming? Why isn't it coming? And it's pushed you into this energy of just believing that it never happens for me, like nothing ever works out, right? And then I feel like something actually starts to align for you too. But I feel it's almost like, you know, you've got to work on blocking that, you know, or work on how you try to block that. Like mentally and verbally, you try to block it. Do I see that something's coming in for you? Absolutely. But I feel like in order for you to sort of grow past blocking your blessings, you standing in your own way, you have to work through the lies that you're telling yourself, the false narratives that you have in regards to abundance. And it really could be like deep at your core, you don't believe that you actually deserve it. And I feel like, there's also this energy of this Four of Pentacles, like you hold yourself back, you hold, like it's like you keep your gifts to yourself, or you don't, like you're always holding on to your money, and you don't spend your money because you're like, well, if I spend my money, then then I'm not going to have it, right? Instead of leaning into that that consciousness of money is always circulating to me. It's the infinity, right? Money is an energetic frequency, honey. And if you're tapped in, it's going out, it's coming in, it's going out, it's coming in, right? And it really is a shift in mindset for you too. But that doesn't mean being like frivolous, because it is always nice to have something in reserve, like absolutely. But I feel like, don't do it just because you feel like nothing else is ever going to come in, right? Because then you're blocking the Empress here. And like, why are you doing that to yourself? And I feel like that's what's happening for you this weekend. Like, you're really seeing like how you block yourself, like how you mentally, consciously, or subconsciously even, or unconsciously block yourself, from being the star, from shining in your life, from receiving your wishes, right? And with this Queen of Cups, she's all about like happiness, emotional fulfillment, like love, like being tapped into the frequency of love. And, perhaps you need to work on tapping into the frequency of love, tapping into the frequency of abundance, to the frequency of money, like, and really be in that vibration without, coming back into this worry and strife and despair and just feeling like things don't work out for you. Like, this is you. I really see, I gotta be honest with you, I see like a huge shift in the consciousness of Taurus this weekend, or over the next coming weeks, for most of you. For some of you, you're still going to hang on to your worries because there are a lot of subconscious wounds that need to be worked out. Could have to do with family, family of origin, and just how you've been taught about these things, what you've been told, and the narratives that you have continued to carry in your life and perpetuate, right? And it has ultimately blocked you from this abundance mindset, And it could be that you believe that everything always has to be hard. Like, this person, you can tell, like, this person is thinking, why is everything so hard? Everything is always just so hard, right? But over here, this looks like actually everything is truly just easy. Everything is truly just easy. But the little lies that you tell yourself, that it has to be hard, or that this isn't attainable for you, it can block you. And that's why more awareness is needed, more seeing how you hinder yourself and hold yourself back, and seeing how you stay stuck is necessary. Look at that, the moon. What's in your subconscious? Absolutely. Like, it is keeping you from receiving the Six of Pentacles. And see, it actually would have been sideways. And so it's like some of you just don't see how you could receive what you've asked for, or how you could receive what you desire, what you want. Some of you just really, truly don't see that. But others of you, this Hanged Man, I do feel like you're going to have a shift in consciousness in which you are going to begin to see how it can happen for you. And remember, you have this Nine of Swords. And for me, this Nine of Swords is different than any nine of Swords, because it really does look like downloads that are going to regenerate your consciousness. Like, that's how I really see that card. I'm like, I don't even know if this will fit over here, but I'll just put it there anyway. And we'll just do that so you can look at those cards. Okay, we're going to get you a closing oracle message, Taurus. Y'all, if you're looking for a personal session, you can book down below. Please be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me grow my channel. Closing oracle message for Taurus. Let's see what the angels have to say for Taurus. They're just not saying anything. What do the angels have to say for Taurus? Compassion. Interesting. Intention. Lovely. And gratitude. Look at all of this abundance, okay? And I feel like the way to receive this is to be grateful, okay? And I know it's hard to be grateful when you are in despair. But I'm going to tell you that in times of my life where I have had the most despair, I started writing gratitude list, and I was absolutely astounded. Like, I have a journal that is just for gratitude list. And I was absolutely astounded at how I felt like my whole life was falling apart, but I actually had more to be grateful for than I could have even imagined. And for me, sometimes like wealth and abundance came in the form of having a really amazing group of friends, like that showed up for me in ways that I cannot even begin to express. Like they're just so awesome. It's unreal. You know, like I had a lot to be grateful for. And when I'm tapped into that frequency, there's more bounty for me. There is more abundance for me. Like there's more wealth and privilege that comes in for me because I'm tapped into that frequency, you know, of gratitude and abundance, right? I feel like you need to be compassionate for yourself, because I feel like here with this energy up here, like this may not have been something that you could control, right? Like this could have just been what you were taught. It was just a narrative that was just ingrained in you, you know, and you may have gone through some really hard times, made some mistakes in your life. Who hasn't, right? And like, who hasn't? Okay. Like, and you need to have compassion for yourself. Like, you're just still a human being. Like, seriously, like, you know, I know the spiritual community, we talk a lot about, you know, shifting your vibration and your consciousness and all of that. That does not mean being hard on yourself for the times that you weren't and the times that you aren't right now, because you're still a human being, okay? And you need to remember that. I feel like right now you need to be very focused on your intention, okay? What is your intention for your life? What are you trying to cultivate? This is the planting the seeds. This is the abundance, okay? And when you're planting those seeds for this abundance right here, be grateful for what you have, for everything you have in this moment right now, even the lessons, honey, even the lessons. Okay, so that's what I have for you. I hope that this helps, and I will see you next time. Bye. Love y'all.